How are you today? Good to see you. I am here to show you how to do today's little fun craft. So, I have had some feedback on doing they're no longer 5-minute cards. My 2 for $10 crafts. And sometimes people go to my website and they're like, oh, I love this one, but I don't necessarily love that one. And I want to make sure that you are aware I can do mix and match. So if you call me or send me a message and you're like, hey, I really want to do the tentacle card, but I want to do the umbrella rainbow heart craft. I mean, I can kind of help you with that. So just let me know and we can make that work out. So the other thing is that I also notice is that a lot of people really like doing the cards and not so much the craft, because sometimes people don't necessarily have a need for the craft because they don't have kids at home or they don't have anyone to send the craft to. So today's little project is going to actually be 2 cards, and so I'm just going to do one video and we're going to do both cards. I'm going to lay them out. So they both come with an envelope. So you get 2 envelopes, 2 cards, $10. Pretty fun. You learn new things. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. So we're going to save the hedgehog one for just a moment. It's very cute, and we're going to come back to it because I'm really excited about that one too. Okay, so here we go. So this one is not very difficult. It says, wishing you happiness inside. Dun, 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 dun. Got this fun paper that's kind of decorative, and that's kind of like I'm going to call it a really dark brown with kind of an ivory dot in it. And then we have this fun butterfly. So what I wanted to kind of show you today is that so I left your butterfly white so that then you can use inks or watercolors, things that you maybe already have, to color your butterfly. So I'm going to use, I really love the wild honey color. This is one of my favorite colors. The Distress Ink Wild Honey. It does not look like it's a really beautiful color, but it is. And then Walnut Stain, which is a nice brown. So that's what I'm going to use today. You could, of course, use your watercolors if you have watercolors. I'm going to pick if you're going to do that, you want to pick a color that's kind of in these tones, unless you decide to use this side, in which case you can pick whatever color you'd like. You can use markers if you wanted. Tombow markers are great because you can color them onto a piece of acetate, which is what I have in here. It's a little piece of acetate that I've colored marker on before. And then you can use a paintbrush and then do watercolors from those. You can use watercolor pencils. So there are so many different mediums for coloring. You may not even realize how many options you have available to you. So I'm going to use ink, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it here. Since I'm using a light and dark tone, I'm going to start with my lighter color. Okay, personally, I recommend using blending sponges. If it was me, if it was just me, and I was just going to go ahead and whip this out. I'm going to flip this over. It's going to be the fastest way. You just turn this over, you just rub this along it. It just transfers so much color so quickly. But because I don't know what you all have out there, I'm going to show you the other way to do it. And that is with products you most likely have laying around your house, a paper towel. Okay, it's a great applicator tool for a lot of different mediums because you can just lay down just a nice amount. You're just using a nice amount of pressure. It's just very quick. The harder you press into your ink pad, the more color you're going to pick up. The harder you press onto your die cut, the more color that's going to transfer. Okay, so because I'm kind of going for this kind of color palette, I'm going to start out and I'm going to cover the whole thing because I don't want the white to show at all. I'm going to cover the whole thing in this really beautiful kind of orange color. And this is the wild honey color. And I'm realizing that 2 of my tiny little dots for my die cut did not poke out, so I'm going to go ahead and poke this out real fast. You may have some that are the same way. Just use a little pin of some kind if you have one. Safety pin end works great. Alright, so once I've done that, I'm going to cover up that color of ink on my paper towel so I can go into my next color without transferring any ink onto that. And so when you're thinking about where do you put the darker colors, you don't want to cover up all this beautiful orange. I just think about kind of the areas that are going to be kind of more intense in color. Like the body is going to be kind of more intense in color because it's where like kind of the more detailed areas might be. Okay. And then also on the wing area right here. Alright, I think it's going to be really beautiful. Alright, and it's not perfect, but I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to take a moment and clean this up. I'm going to put my ink pads away. I'm just going to wipe this down real fast. Alright. Hopefully your butterfly image is perfect when you make this card. or if you make this card. All right, okay, now for the front of the card. So the inside is where it says wishing you happiness. So the outside, we can cover the whole fun thing. So you can take your pair of scissors, and this is kind of where you get to be creative. You know, I really want you to kind of create something that's really what you want. And so I am going to show you what I'm going to create. I'm going to do a 1-inch little piece here, a little 1-inch square. It's not perfect, that's all right. And I'm going to cut it into 2 little triangles. All right, and my idea is I'm going to do one kind of here and here. I kind of like that kind of idea. And then this little piece here, I'm going to cut into little 1/8 or 2/8-inch strips. Two 2/8-inch strips. We will see if they are roughly the same. Oh, they're pretty darn close. They're not perfect. I think I'm going to go with it. I'm going to keep them not perfect. And I'm already seeing that I like that has the little dot in there. So I'm actually going to flip this over here, and I'm going to do that again because I like that. And so I'm already kind of building and kind of creating kind of based off of what the paper kind of gave me here, you know, because sometimes I kind of get inspired by that. I'm sure you're seeing this yellow here on my hand. That's from when I tested my picket fence blending brush. If you guys, some of you may know me, they're like, oh yeah, I've seen Ellie do that lots of times. Or pick up a brush and I'm like, oh, what color is this? All right, so I'm liking that there's this dark color here, but I don't like that it's kind of like really dark in those areas and not really dark right around the triangles. So I'm going to kind of see what else I can kind of do here. Let's see. I think I'm going to do another grouping of triangles, and I'm going to have them be black. I think I'm going to do something kind of like this. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I'm going to do that, definitely. I'm going to do another one. Oh, where'd my other piece go? There we are. All right. So I'm going to pull this out here really fast so I can stop flapping in the wind. It's driving me crazy here. All right, so I kind of like this. I was reconsidering if I wanted to do that or not. I'm not so sure. But I definitely love this kind of concept. Ooh, or maybe I like this idea. Ooh, this is fun. I might do something like this. We're building here, you guys. You guys get to see me build and create. So my creative process here. All right. So I'm thinking that this is kind of a little bit too, might be just a little bit too bright for me. So I think I'm actually going to incorporate a tiny little bit of red in here, in my butterfly here, because I'm seeing there's more red here than actual true orange, and it's kind of I'm starting to notice it really. So I'm going to add some of this red in here. And I'm going to tone it down just a little bit with a little bit more brown. There we go. That's a little bit more sepia challenge. All right, that matches my colors quite a bit better. Okay. Still thinking that it's missing something. I think I'm going to take in my little markers here. I'm going to add in some extra little stuff here. So because I have this really bright orange here, I'm going to add some orange in on my pattern paper. Oftentimes I have found that people don't feel as confident in doing that, coloring in their pattern paper, but sometimes when you're trying to match a color, it's something that's kind of fun to do. And so because I don't want it to color on my little triangle bits there and ruin them, I'm going to color on here and kind of see if I like that color. Oh, I like that color so much more. So I'm going to color all my yellows this yellow. Alright. And already I can just tell that's going to match so much better. I could add that other orange in there too if I wanted. I think that might just do it. Yes, it's going to give me brighter contrast here. Oh yeah. Love it. Okay, and I think after all this, I'm going to get rid of these guys. I'm going to move those maybe to the inside of the card, and I'm going to finish this off by doing 2 more of these guys. And I'm going to color all my yellows here, that color yellow, that color yellow before cutting these in half. All right, so this is what I've decided here. Whoops, that way, pointing that way, pointing that way, pointing that way. I'm going to do a more flowery one there. And then I do the same thing here. Ah, yes, I like that. All right, now we'll add my butterfly in and see what I like with that. Oh, it's coming along much nicer. I think I do want a little bit of it to kind of break up a little bit, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put something kind of like that right there, but I'm going to make those a lot longer. So I'm going to use the rest of my paper here. Perfect length. Cut out my little dots and I should be all set. And then I can finally glue it down. So you can see the creative process does sometimes take time. It doesn't always just end up perfect right off the bat. Sometimes it does end up perfect right off the bat, but oftentimes does not. Okay, here we go. So we're going to get these as close as possible here. To the edge without going over the edge. Give myself a tiny little bit, probably a 1/16 inch of a border between my little triangles there. And I could, if I wanted to, done like back and forth between dark and, or the, like between the two different patterns of paper, like the back and the front, but I decided to go with this. And because, oh no, I think I'm going to go with what I have here. All right. I can tell that was not straight, but you know what? That's okay. So it ended up being just fine. My triangle wasn't straight along the edge, but I already covered up so you can't even see. All right, and now we're going to do these guys. And now here I'm going to try and keep it so that the top points are both pointing in the same direction. And then we're going to kind of go back and forth with the rest of these here. Okay. Oh, we're still on card 1. I was like, well, these are going to be so much faster tonight, but you know what? I just get excited and creative, and they did not go faster, so that's all right, no problem. Okay. There we go. All right, so I'm happy with how that turned out. And then we're going to do our butterfly right here in the middle. And I'm really big when I do butterflies. I always like to do, I'm big on this where I do my butterfly in the middle here. And then I kind of pull up on the wings because I like the wings to have more dimension. And then I've just been doing this recently a lot because I really like to do it. And that's where I just kind of do these kind of fun little dot groupings in here. You can kind of decide what you want to do. If you want to do more of a splatter effect, you can do that with like a little bit of ink, kind of a puddle of ink. And then you can take your paintbrush and kind of splatter it across the surface here. I'm going to do my little dot groupings in a couple different colors. Okay, and then you can use your leftover pieces to kind of create a fun little idea and kind of design on the inside of your card. And so on the inside of my card, so these kind of fun pieces left over. Let's see what I have here. I'm kind of decide what you want to do. Probably not going to do a ton of these, but I have an idea of how I want to use them. Because I always like to kind of incorporate the same idea from the front into the inside. So I'm going to glue these down. And another little wonky, and I actually left it that way on purpose because it kind of makes me kind of happy if they're a little wonky. And then I have these tiny little triangles I cut out. I put way too much glue down, I'm seeing. Oops, also my face was in the way. Okay. Oh, my triangles are not perfect. That's going to bug me. That is going to bug me. There we go. I don't think that's any more perfect. Oh my gosh, hilarious. I'm just like so picky about my triangles being perfect, even though it's just a small little detail. Okay. I'm probably like way too much glue to apparently having no glue on that one. Alright, so there we have it. Wishing you happiness. Isn't that cute? Just a cute little frame. And I'm noticing it now that it's just a little bit off from. I wanted those to match up just a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so we have wishing you happiness. Very cute. All right, so now that is craft number 1. All right, so now let's go into craft number 2. And the craft number 2 hopefully will take a little bit faster, but we'll see. You never know. Okay, so for the second craft, the one thing that you're probably going to, I would recommend that you would need is a white gel pen, because the card base is black. And so that I find that the white gel pen really does make a difference. All right, so I'm going to clean up my little pieces here. Okay, so we're doing this card. I included some fun little gemmies, and I also included some thicker iridescent twine and some thinner iridescent twine, and a die cut that says hello, and, oh, my nose is running, sorry, and also this adorable hedgehog paper, so cute, and this black paper. So the idea here with the front of the card is that there's going to be a little hello, and then I'm going to do my little twines. I'm going to kind of decorate, and I'm going to use my little gems to kind of decorate on there. But what I really wanted to do is actually fussy cut all these little hedgehogs. I know you're like, wow, I am not going to be making this card have to fussy cut, but you know what? Some of you are like, I don't mind fussy cutting, and I am one of those people. I love fussy cutting. I think it's fun. I think they're very cute, these little hedgehogs, and they're not very difficult to fussy cut. See? So fun. Fussy cuts when you're cutting like out the little ears and stuff. Alright, and then the black is to cut out little pockets and things for them to sit in. Oh my gosh, they're going to be so cute. So then you can create like little pockets or little things for them to like be in. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We're just going to cut these kind of cute little fun shapes and things. So things that you might want your little hedgehogs to sit in. So I thought the cute little pocket might be kind of fun and have them kind of peeking out. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. And then this one you could have him kind of in. So you can make pockets all different shapes and sizes. I'm actually going to do this. Oops. A little far on that one. Oh gosh. I didn't follow my own hints about making that even, but that's so cute. That's okay. Look how fun this is. So cute. So once you've decided on your pocket shapes, right, then you're going to take a white gel pen and you're going to kind of create like your little dotting or your like little stitching for the edges of your little pockets. So that's why it's kind of important to have a white gel pen, or really any color gel pen will work, as long as it serves up on black paper or on dark colors of paper, so that you get that fun kind of pocket kind of look, the stitching, okay? So then you can figure out where you want that to go on your card with your, oh my gosh, already I am like flipping out over here, you guys. It's so cute. Okay, so I'll quickly fussy cut some more little hedgehogs. So cute, so cute. Okay. Alright, so we'll have a little stitching on this guy. And you might be able to like look up like fun, cute little doodle pockets that you can draw like online and stuff. So you can find some fun ones that really just make you squeal with glee, like these are making me squeal with glee. Okay, so it's already just so cute. So obviously we're going to go ahead and glue these down. You can either glue your hedgehog inside if you would like, or you cannot if you want him to be like removable. So it's kind of up to you. And then you're going to kind of glue him in place. So cute. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I'm so pleased with how these turned out. So pleased. All right. And of course, my hello die cut here. So I'm going to glue that on. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and fussy cut some more of these little guys. So I gave you a lot. I'm not going to fussy cut all of these right here, but you are, of course, welcome to fussy cut all of those. Everyone will get a strip of hedgehogs for this little craft because they are adorable. Absolutely adorable. Oh, this guy's got a little sharp ear. I've got to fix it. Made it just a little bit pointy by accident. All right, and we'll do one more. And then you can kind of build whatever you kind of want for your little hedgehogs to sit in. Like if you want them to have like, I don't know, I'm going to show you here. So you can build like a little strip kind of like this. Where you just cut a little strip like this. You put glue just on two sides. Okay, right there. So not on the back side. And then on the inside, you can have him kind of hanging like this. Like he's kind of hanging out. Because this guy can kind of tuck in there. So that's kind of cute. So that's kind of an idea. And then I'm going to have maybe another one of this kind of ideas maybe over here. Oops, I can't really see that. But that's okay. I'm going to go over it with a white pen in just a second. And we're going to have him kind of sitting on that. Cute. And I think I'm also going to have, okay, I've just decided how I'm going to do this. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so adorable. Okay, so maybe you weren't expecting it, but suddenly little hedgehogs are at the playground, you guys. I'm going to make this like a little rope. Kind of making it like diagonal. Oh my gosh, so cute. And then we're going to make this. I'm just drawing a line right inside the shape. Okay.